Okay, first, Ansa Garcia with Verizon, and I want to thank Butch and Cheyenne for figuring this out for me. So the problem was me. So anyway, this was the problem. Here's my phone here, and uh, one time I was mobile and needed to start my personal meeting room. I had put it in my signature, and I said, "Hey, go to my meeting room. Let's do this." And then I was here, and clicked on Meet Now, right here, and it took me to some other thing. So that's how I discovered the problem. Well, the problem again was me. I couldn't figure out, and I started figuring out, oh, this is my Meet Now. This is not my PMR. So when it says Meet Now right here, that is Meet Now. That's your Meet Now. Remember, that's the old one. We used to always use Meet Now, and then Personal Meeting Room came out, and then we started using Personal Meeting Room. But anyway, how do you get this to say, go into your personal meeting room? Another thing to look at here that Cheyenne pointed out is, look at right there. I only have two little periods there, so I only have two screens. So that was another indicator, and how he found out that mine was different than his. So through further investigation, it was something very simple, something I just could not see for myself for some reason. So inside in your Webex settings, I kept going to setup and preferences, and I would immediately just my eyes would be drawn to personal meeting room because that's what I wanted. So I was thinking, well, maybe there's something in here I can check to say always use my personal meeting room on my mobile device or something like that. It obviously wasn't there, but and I had been over here to my Meet Now settings as well. And in fact, I was always right here thinking, I kept on, my eyes were drawn right here to, maybe this is going to be, PMR or something like that. But for some reason, I just had brain block and could not see that setting right there. That setting obviously says use personal meeting room for all instant meetings. Now, I've since created a couple of users from a default WebEx site, and this is not checked. So this is something, as far as my demo WebEx domain site, does not get checked by default. So it's something you have to, turn on globally. You can, turn on it for all users by default, but on a default site is not checked, as far as I can tell. So as soon as I did that right there and click save, okay, and basically that's saying, exactly what I wanted it to say, was exactly what I was looking for. Use personal meeting room for all my instant meetings. Again, I don't know how I didn't catch that, or maybe I read it and it just didn't make any sense to me. I don't know. But let's go back to the phone here. And what I'm going to do is it won't change. So I've waited 10, 15 minutes. It doesn't change until, and I'm sure it would time out to some threshold there, but it still says meet now. Okay, but I'm going to, even if you close it and completely close it, it doesn't matter. So I completely, can shut that down, open it up again. It's still meet now. But if I go ahead and log out here, my account, go ahead and sign out. And then we'll sign back in here. There we go, and you can see, do you see the difference now? If you look right here, it doesn't say meet now, it says start meeting. And you see I got this little extra guy over here, so I have 3 screens. See that? So that's different. So I can swipe to the right now, and it gives me a list of personal meeting rooms that I've joined. And then I have this same thing over here in my calendar. But that's it. That was my total brain cramp dilemma there, and I just could not get past it. Nearly couldn't believe what I was seeing, and I just couldn't find anything, and that's why I sent out the video and call out to you guys, and thankfully you guys saved the day. So again, many thanks to Cheyenne and Butch for finding this very quickly and setting me straight.